Some villains want chaos. Some want justice twisted. But Thomas Elliot, Hush, wants something far more intimate. He wants your name, your face, your place in the world. He doesn't want to be feared. He wants to be mistaken for you. In today's episode, we'll dive into the twisted mind of one of Batman's most broken villains and discover what lies under the mask. Welcome to Unmasked. Thomas Elliot and Bruce Wayne were born into similar worlds: privilege, intellect, high expectations. But where Bruce's tragedy was imposed on him, Thomas's was manufactured. As a child, Thomas attempted to kill both of his parents in a calculated plan to inherit their fortune. Not out of desperation, not for survival, but to gain control. This wasn't a crime of passion. This was a worldview forming in real time. If something blocks your autonomy, remove it. Morality is optional. The self must be preserved at all costs. Yet fate, ironically, denied him full control. His mother lived, and the man who saved her was Thomas Wayne. This is the crucible in which Thomas Elliot is forged. Not just in trauma, but in a deep resentment toward fate itself. The randomness of survival becomes his lifelong enemy. Thomas doesn't envy Bruce's wealth. He envies what Bruce's pain means. Bruce's tragedy becomes his origin story, one that earns him admiration and myth. Thomas too had pain, but his story is invisible. No one mourns for him. No one elevates his suffering. He sees Bruce not only as luckier, but as legitimized. His trauma matters, while Thomas's is buried, forgotten. This kind of envy goes beyond wanting what someone has. It's about the unbearable weight of being unseen. In clinical terms, this aligns with malignant narcissism, a fusion of narcissistic injury, envy, and sadism. But even more, it evokes Nietzsche's ressentiment, the festering, corrosive hatred that comes from impotence. When one cannot triumph, they redefine triumph itself and seek to undermine those who have it. For Thomas, Bruce's virtue becomes intolerable, not because it's false, but because it's believed. Elliot's choice to become a neurosurgeon isn't incidental. It's the manifestation of his internal logic that everything can be corrected with control. That imperfection is a technical failure, not a moral or existential one. He believes the human mind, identity itself, is a system of parts. It can be manipulated, cut, and reshaped. This is more than arrogance. It's the medicalization of the soul, the transformation of suffering into something to be edited, not endured. In Elliot's eyes, Bruce didn't rise from tragedy. He failed to fix it. Hush is a technician of being. His violence is precise. His murders are calculated. He sees emotion, weakness, and even identity as misalignments to be surgically corrected. This is instrumental rationality taken to its extreme, where the human self becomes nothing more than meat and narrative. When Thomas carves Bruce Wayne's face onto his own, it's not cosmetic, it's metaphysical. To Elliot, Bruce's face is a symbol, not of who Bruce is, but of what the world believes him to be. By wearing it, Thomas isn't just mocking Bruce, he is occupying him. This taps into a deeper philosophical horror. That identity, in the public eye, is performative, that we are who others believe us to be, and nothing more. Drawing from Sartre's concept of the gaze, We understand ourselves through the judgment of others. Thomas doesn't want Bruce's body or mind. He wants to be seen as Bruce. That gaze, that recognition, validates his existence more than anything else ever could. And so, the act of wearing Bruce's face becomes an act of ontological conquest, the violent assumption of another man's reality. Bruce and Thomas share origin points: wealth, brilliance, trauma. But Bruce emerges from tragedy with an ethical commitment to others. Thomas emerges with a lifelong obsession with himself. This isn't a dark mirror. It's a divergent evolution. Bruce seeks meaning in the collective. Thomas seeks power in the individual. Bruce chooses responsibility. Thomas chooses control. And this difference rewires everything. Where Bruce builds the bat, a symbol of fear to protect the innocent, Thomas builds Hush, a symbol of absence. A ghost who speaks not with ideas, but silence. His identity isn't built, it's stolen. And this inversion points to a deeper psychological structure. The self as dependent on external narrative scaffolding. Thomas cannot exist without Bruce. He has no architecture of his own identity, only a parasitic need to invade someone else's. He is not a man with a broken past. He is a man without a present, a man who mistakes imitation for immortality. Hush isn't a monster. He's not insane in the way Gotham's rogues often are. That's what makes him dangerous. He is lucid, articulate, rational. He's what happens when brilliance is severed from empathy, when pain becomes entitlement, when the desire to be seen becomes the desire to replace. He reminds us that the most chilling villains aren't the ones who scream or laugh maniacally. They're the ones who smile quietly while wearing your skin.